All right, guys.
Remix.
He's starting to throw out this fuck.
Alright, guys, we're back.
We are back for another week. This is going to be episode 10. 10.
Ooh,
1-0.
We have a little surprise in store.
Perfect 10.
It's gonna be funny. I had Brenden.
We think.
It's gonna be funny. I had Brenden like hyperventilating when we rehearsed this the other night.
You did?
I'm very skeptical.
You were dying laughing. You were dying laughing.
You say so.
And when I ran it by Kate, who does not like anything I do,
I feel like you thought he was hyperventilating, but he was eating.
I think I might have been actually at the time.
He's just fucking eating.
I was eating Twizzlers. That's right.
Holy shit!
I was eating Twizzlers when you telling, or when we were doing that.
I'm like, why does it feel weird? Don't got the light on. The light's gotta be on. We're on air. All right.
Pub open, motherfucker.
Why does it feel weird? Because you're sitting on a plug.
It was plugged in the wrong hole. So does anyone have any, weekly stories that we missed between the past 2 weeks? Anything?
2 weeks.
Yeah, last week I did it with the girls.
Oh, you did it with the girls.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
my man.
Did anything occur in anyone's lives?
Nothing new.
Nothing that you can talk about?
Nothing,
Yeah, I know.
You know what I found out after I painted that spot that I spackled?
He spackled.
It was the wrong color paint.
It was the wrong. They gave me the wrong color paint, bro. Like they gave it.
I told you.
The wife went up and she started like touching up some things on the walls upstairs.
And then you just noticed
and it was a lot brighter upstairs. Yeah. And dude, the paint is so wrong.
Well, it's probably because like the light, like it's like faded. Like the old stuff on the wall is probably faded.
How long
they
was it
repainted
painted?
after.
Yeah, how long was it sitting empty?
I don't know, man.
Exactly. You don't know.
But I'm just like, holy shit. And I'm like, wait till it dries. Maybe it'll be different.
Maybe.
And it dried worse.
It dried worse. Like it turned turquoise. How does that happen?
And the only news I might have is I'll probably be sometime in the summer moving back down the street here. So right down the road. That's news, man.
Yeah, it won't take you 45 minutes to get here.
Exactly. It'll be walking distance.
That means
you ain't gonna walk that.
It's right up the road. I ride a bike.
Okay, I'll believe the bike, because I've ridden my bike that far.
It's not that far.
How far?
It's a minute up the road.
Approximately.
Where NOCO is.
You know where NOCO is?
Oh, yeah. I go there all the time before I come here.
Yeah, but he ain't walking.
Oh, you're definitely not walking.
Fuck you! I walk all the time.
To the refrigerator.
I would have spit cherry fucking venom brisk
so
everywhere.
pissed.
It would have stained everything.
I would have been pissed because it would have stained everything. B, I would have been pissed because you wasted it.
We need a picture of that for the title.
I have a picture.
This motherfucker bought
Sponsored
every
by
single
fucking
Venom
Brisk.
Brisk bottle left in New York State.
I sent it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll send it again. Right now.
Literally
Like,
every single
This
bottle
guy
left.
loves this Venom Brisk. It's good.
The promotion's
It's okay.
over. It tastes alright, but like
This shit went out of date 2 months ago.
It went on a date February 11th. Calm down.
Yeah,
He's still drinking it and making me drink
This
it.
one's 4th. This
Yeah,
one's
sooner.
11th. It's good.
Damn, I should have took that one.
Which was that?
Probably 4.
Oh.
Hey man, the Family Dollar had a shit ton, and John King fucking sent back 2 layers of it.
Name dropping.
Oh,
John King.
John King, King of Pop.
Ooh, dirty pop.
Yeah, I don't think anything. The only thing that really happened to me was just fucking. I don't know about you, but like, do you notice customers being like really fucking up your ass lately?
Oh yeah.
Brendan, you don't work in retail
I know.
anymore. Like,
I just know.
I got customers constantly like just being like walking like between me and the shelf while I'm trying to fill stuff, or they'll be like, I'll turn around and they're right fucking behind me, and I'm like, I almost fucking tackle them.
They're like tapping you. Excuse me, sir.
No, they don't even say that. They literally just they walk right behind me, and I turn around and they're like here, and I'm like, oh shit! Like in my face.
Nose to nose. They're fucking.
No, it's like nose to their ear because they're walking by me, and I turn around and
they're like fucking butterfly kissing you on your face.
Fuck, man. And then it's like, and then it's just like unbridled rage where I'm fighting my own arm to not punch them.
No.
It's so bad.
That's why I left that job. I couldn't keep doing
the
it.
anger
Yes.
in you.
I need a vacation is what it is.
Yeah.
When's your next one?
Need more than that.
May?
May.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, I'm going on vacation in like a week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Going to WrestleMania.
Wrestle fucking Mania.
So you better come
First
back.
time.
You better come back with some good stories.
Good stories. I made my the wife gave me a hall pass for Alexa Bliss. So if I meet her, I might have some good stories.
She's gonna be like, "Who the fuck you, Flabio?"
Whoa, man. He's talking to Brenden here. He's talking to me. I'm smooth.
Lift up that shirt.
Smooth.
Lift up that shirt. And we'll see the Flabio.
No way, man.
Yeah.
I got better abs than that.
Oh man.
You don't have abs.
Yeah, dude.
Oh!
You have stretch marks that look like abs.
It looked like a tiger attacked you.
The same thing that happened in your head?
Oh.
No, we already know that.
That's
You look
sore
like you went
subject.
through a pregnancy.
Oh shit.
Damn, bringing back the grandfather memories.
Oh no.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, I never told you about that?
No,
Oh.
go for it.
Oh, my grandfather's a bit of an asshole on my mother's side, and I always would say shit like that. Like, oh, when's the baby coming?
Shit.
Oh, he was a rude dude.
That's
Well, he
great.
still is. He's alive still.
He's
I don't talk to-
alive?
oh, I don't
Fuck
talk to
that
him.
guy.
No, I don't talk to him.
Is he old enough? He killed some Nazis.
He's probably, I think he's like in his 90s now.
90s?
Oh, he won't stop moving. He'll
Instead of when's the baby coming, we're like, when's fucking death coming for you?
When's death coming?
When's the old Reaper coming?
When's the Reaper coming for you, bud?
Yeah.
Man, but no others.
All right, we had a little break there, real quick. We paused it.
Didn't even notice.
No.
What?
Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, he just says little break, and
No,
literally
yeah.
there's no break at all.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I don't care.
It comes completely back to it.
So your grandpa, we like,
He would fat
he just
shame you.
verbally assault you and
Oh,
like,
all the time.
Your grandfather
And my
would fat
friends.
So
shame
like
you.
besides.
And your friends?
Oh yeah, if I saw a friend,
That's a good one. My grandpa that passed away last year, my mom's dad, he used to, when my mom was a kid, not make fun of my mom, but like he would like try to embarrass my mom when her friends came over. So he would act like a palsy person, like
He did? Your grandfather did?
Yeah, when her friends came over the house, or like she had like she had like a friend.
It wasn't that bad.
She had a friend who had like really big tits when they were in high school, so my grandpa would call her Jugs every time she came over the house.
Yo, if your grandfather did that this year, holy moly. Jail.
Holy shit.
Jail. Death,
No one's putting an
death
83-year-old
penalty.
in jail.
Death penalty. oh yeah? No, Bill Cosby?
It's because he's black.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, he should have been let off then.
No. Like, is what's his face
That's real like progressive of you.
is not Warren Buffett, who's the movie guy?
Jimmy Buffett?
No,
He's like a fucking billionaire.
no, the movie guy who got busted.
Warren Buffett.
No, Warren Buffett's the guy who's the millionaire.
Yeah, billionaire.
He's not the one who had the sexual harassment stuff to him. I'm talking about the movie guy who like he jerked off in a tree and like
What?
yeah.
Wait, Pee Wee Herman?
He jerked off in a movie theater.
Whatever.
I was one of those skin flicks, see?
No, I don't even think it was a porno. I think he was just jerking off in a movie theater. But anyway,
He's got the urge.
I
He's
can't,
watching Mean Girls.
Handle business.
I can't think of who it was.
Watching Basic Instinct.
Basic. There you go. The leg cross, the infamous leg cross. All right. So that's really it for stories on our ends. What we got prepared for you guys, we're gonna move into a little thing we're probably gonna do every week. It's internet stories that we're going to tell because we're kind of running out of stories.
Because our lives are boring as
It's
fuck.
not boring. It's we have.
Well, my life is boring
We have
as
zero
fuck.
creativity, is what it is. So we're gonna go.
So we're gonna steal other people's creativity.
No, we're gonna steal other people's stories, but we're gonna put a little twist on it. So we're gonna take a quick pause to get set up, and we'll be right back.
What?
All right, Brendan's back. He took a shit. We're ready to go.
Yes.
All right, if you want to start off the story.
It was done nicely. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this one is called Halloween Nightmares.
Nice good old Halloween story.
Everybody loves a Halloween story.
Everybody loves a Halloween story. This is my Halloween story.
Right, here we go. Put your fucking phone on!
the chlorophyll?
Chlorophyll.
More like chlorophyll.
Years ago, I
More like
worked.
chloroform.
Motherfuckers. All right, you want me to go or no?
Yeah, go.
All right. All right.
Today,
You realize this
Junior.
whole thing's gonna be me interrupting you narrating, right? You forget?
Years ago, I worked for a company.
No.
Yes.
Talk normal.
Yes.
Years ago, I worked for a cable company and often got the shit jobs of doing disconnection and digital box pickups.
There I was, slinging the wire. You know,
You'd be removing the wire.
I was slinging the wire. I was removing the wire. I was even twiddling the wire.
I go to a decent apartment complex, knock on the door, and an elderly woman answers.
We say elderly. She looked like she was bones wrapped in leather.
Joe, feel free to chime in at any time.
I don't think he's got anything.
Seems fine, so I step into the apartment and find
And
she
bam, smells like cat piss.
You didn't let me get there. Find out she's a hoarder.
See? Cat piss. She was hoarding 6
She was
cat
an old lady.
boxes.
It smelled like cat anyway.
It smelled like cat piss.
Oh no,
I was
it's
there.
an old lady. It's cat piss. One.
All right.
And then hoarder. Yeah, that's she's
Cat
hoarding
piss?
cats.
I'm
You
sure
ever watch that episode of
I'm
Hoarder?
sure
She had
those
fucking
cats are well
no.
dead.
You ever see the episode of Hoarder? She got dead cats in her freezer. She
No.
like saved the bodies and put them in the freezer.
This lady didn't have dead
I've seen
cats
one
in her
where
freezer.
they moved the whole TV stand and there was a dead cat underneath it. And they were like, she was like, oh my god.
Was it like one of the old, like, the wood, like...
Fluffy!
That-
Where were you?
That cat was missing for about 6 years. And they
Aw.
found
Oh, it was
carcass.
mummified.
She
at that
just
point.
thought
Carcass.
Fluffy ran away. Fluffy hid under there and
They
mummified
knew-
himself.
They knew it was dead. Dead.
Oh shit. There's a tiny walkway carved out of random boxes, clothing, and garage sale treasures.
There I am. Trudging my way through like Indiana Jones.
I literally, like, when you said that, I thought, like, boxes with the fucking razor blade holes cut into them.
Like a box for like,
Yes.
I was
doorways.
seriously afraid if I touched anything, a big boulder of garbage was going to come rolling at me.
Indiana Jones
Yeah,
style.
hell yeah.
I just said.
She tells me the digital box is in the kitchen. I shuffle down the hallway towards
We use the
room.
term kitchen lightly.
I shuffle down the hallway towards the room. She
Why was the
pointed.
cable box in the kitchen?
I don't fucking know. She has her TV in the kitchen.
That's why
It's
I
the only
said
room that's empty.
Kitchen lightly. It was also her bathroom, her bedroom, and her and her cat box.
I don't disbelieve that. That was a double negative.
Go
I
on.
don't disbelieve that.
Thanks for mansplaining that one.
I had to
Like,
think
what-
about
what
it for a
do you-
minute.
What do you mean by cat box? See?
Like, she had cats. She's a hoarder.
I
Every
right.
hoarder has cats.
you don't get my joke. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Where was I? Because you made me lose my point. Okay. I shuffled down the hallway towards the room, and she pointed at and passed a large opening that led into the living room. I glanced into the room and saw 6 to 8 full-size mannequins hanging from the ceiling.
So there they were, just hanging around, dressed all like a bunch of weirdos.
Oh, what was it? A gimp outfit?
One had zippers everywhere.
So it sounds like she had a thriving business of mannequin making.
Oh wait.
This lady didn't have anything thriving in her house.
Joe, I was just a shit living in the dirt. They were all dressed in dark costumes, some with feather boas, other with Halloween masks.
Oh yes, one looked like David Bowie.
That's I'll go with it. Now we're not allowed to carry weapons with us besides our normal tools. My hands automatically go for my razor blade.
My weapons are my tools are my weapons. Same with my hands.
My hands automatically go to my razor blades, and I start mentally prepping myself.
And I'm like, yes, I will get her. I'll get her with this 1/4-inch tiny blade.
In case I have
people
to.
took over
Mentally
airplanes.
preparing myself in case I have to cut this crazy bitch in order to vacate this fucked up nightmare. Are you okay?
Yeah, go on.
Are you alright? Do I need Uncle to help you?
Good.
Mouth to mouth right now.
Mouth to mouth.
Go
Give
on.
it to him.
Go on.
My other hand starts unscrewing the cable from the back of the box, and this bitch is just standing there, close proximity, staring at me.
And I'm like, whoa, Skeletor.
I want to eat your babies. Upon my exit, I never turned my back towards her. You learn a lot about human nature when you walk into random homes. It's not all pretty, that's for sure.
That's why my number one rule is don't walk into random homes.
That's it? That was the story?
Yeah.
Apparently.
He, like, really just jumped to the end of that bad boy.
It was it. It was quick, man. All these are quick.
He's like, so I
stories.
unscrewed the cable box, then I left.
The lady had fully dressed mannequins hanging from her
said
6 to 8 of them hanging.
Striving business.
Striving business.
Have you seen Umbrella Academy?
Not yet. Yes.
That
Did you
was
watch
the
it all?
kid's love. Was a mannequin. She probably made a
Doris?
mannequin that looked just like that, who a
Doris.
little kid fell in love with, and probably had sexual relations with. Okay?
Alright, next story. What do we got?
Oh, I'm
Skip around.
I'm skimming.
Give me one that I don't know
I
already.
don't think I gave this one to you. It's called the baby bottle.
Oh my god.
Oh no, not the baby bottle one.
So I'm clearing my speaking voice.
Let me clear my throat.
I was a resident assistant at a university. The dorm across the campus had some sort of transformer accident.
So here I am. Some hillbilly jock. They gave me this dumb job.
With PCBs being released.
Whatever
What's a
PCBs
PCB?
are. I don't know. I just said,
PCBs?
yeah, I know what they are. I thought they said PCP, and I was like, let's go.
Because of this, required a full evacuation of the building, having to be abandoned and cordoned so
of
no one
course-
could go in.
I just start kicking women and children to the side and say, get out of my way, bitch. I gotta get out of here.
This meant all belongings were left behind.
Oh, yes, I slapped everything out of everyone's hands.
No, you fucking drop that now! It's radioactive! The cleaning crew involved some campus maintenance, and I, a part-time job there, during cleanup of a female resident director's apartment. God.
So I'm cleaning up this bitch's apartment.
Resident
Director.
directors.
Director bitch.
She's
Sorry.
like
Up there.
up there, man.
She's a bitch director.
She's a bitch director. We
Let her hear you say that.
We found a Jack Sparrow-looking treasure chest full of dildos, strap-ons, lubricant, fake torsos, armor nitrates, etc.
This will forever be the day that you know that Jack Sparrow did a lot of drugs.
Looking at the full box of panacea. It's
Is
the
it
word.
penicilla?
No, it's panasia.
Penises?
I think they're trying to do a plural version of penises.
So wouldn't that be? No,
It's spelled panasia.
Penals.
so she had a lot of severed penises.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Dahmer?
No. No, my friend Dahmer didn't sever the penises. He just chewed on them.
He still cut them off. He had them in his refrigerator.
Selection.
Just
Why do I
go
know
with it.
this?
I'm making a joke.
I thought it was a bit excessive. Maybe a little. Some of the crew that cleaned up the bed, which I did not see, reported this. The bed had under the covers a 2-foot-long dildo with the head portion on a pillow, all tucked in a diaper at the base.
So this dildo looked like the worm thing from SpongeBob that said, "I want chocolate." Chocolate. Joe's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Chocolate.
A diaper at the base with a baby bottle full of yellowish substance on the night table. I saw some of what they reported after they cleaned up, and we all thought the bottle looked like old collected
coagulated
cum.
jizz.
It's exactly what they wrote.
I knew
It
exactly.
looked like old collection.
I was there. I saw it. Coagulated jizz. Joe's got his mouth open for that coagulated jizz.
He's waiting for it. He's taking it in.
It gets all that, like, yellowy, milky color.
Like, but let's talk about that.
Yeah,
So you walk into this apartment.
What can I elaborate
It was
for
one
you?
female.
It was one female.
Do you think this little
She liked to party.
thing of jizz was from multiple
Hi, my
gentlemen?
name's Bev, and I like to party.
From multiple gentlemen. So every
Quite
time.
possibly.
So every
So what
time,
she did was every time she got a cream pie, she just squeezed it out into this baby bottle.
But it could be even more. It could be even weirder than that. She
was
every
trying
How
time,
much weirder
artificial
could it be?
every time he's about to finish, she's like, "Hey, put the tip on this fucking bottle."
Wait, I need you to fill my
Wouldn't it
baby
be
bottle.
weirder if she just squeezed it out of her?
No.
herself?
It would be weirder
She, like-
putting your tip on top of a bottle that other
Hold
men
on,
have
I'm
put
gonna
their
cut
tips
I'm gonna have
on.
to cut the voice here, but like,
Jake,
wouldn't it
we're
be
having
weird if
some
she's
technical-
squatting over this bottle and she's like squeezing it out of herself?
Like the fucking episode of South Park where the cop is doing the pretending he was a fucking hooker, and he's sitting there. You've never seen this episode? Oh my god, it's fucking
No.
hilarious. He's
I
like,
don't
I
know
got the
what's
evidence
more
right
weird.
here. And he's like, "Ugh."
Whoever is listening, what's more?
Everybody
weird?
watches South Park. You know?
I mean, would be
Jake, we're having some
multiple
technical
men
difficulties here. I
finishing
can't seem to get this a little
into
more.
the same bottle, or
What the
one
fuck is
girl
Pull your phone out.
Pull your phone out.
fucking hovered
phone
over
is
the
out.
bottle?
What was it?
What would be more weird? Multiple men finishing into the same bottle, or
I think it's
one
50
female
50 of what's weirder.
just dripping into this bottle. Ugh.
Go home and watch Bite on on
Oh,
Amazon.
that's right.
On Amazon Prime. You tell me what's weirder.
That
Oh man.
movie was stupid.
The movie was stupid because there was like no tits in the whole movie. She was like half naked the whole time. Joe's just like, I abstain from that statement.
Who's the main character?
Some chick.
Some chick. Are you gonna continue?
Yeah, he's.
I'm looking for something better.
Just go to the next one after
This
that
is a
one.
long one.
Yeah.
All right. This one's called Just Everything.
Just everything.
Oh, come on! Fucking pop-up ad.
Now, if there was
What
a
kind of
one,
phone with a pop-up ad?
It wasn't the phone, it was the website. I work at home healthcare, and I've seen it all.
And let me tell you,
my God.
all is a lot.
Ever see Hoarders? Got a patient that her house was so bad, she has to leave so my driver can deliver her oxygen tank. It literally has enough room in it for her and her dog and oxygen. That's it.
So she literally has entombed herself in trash.
Literally, she has to leave the house so they can fill the tank because there's no room for another person to walk in there. I was trying to get what the hell I was reading for a minute. That's why I paused. I'm a bad reader, by the way.
Not
Then
worse
why
than
are
me.
you reading?
Do you want to do it?
No.
Did you
just
fart?
asking. No.
Okay.
You would know it was me.
Something smells.
Probably your ass.
All right.
You gotta
Guns.
rewipe.
Guns everywhere. Some people like to leave guns out. Apparently.
Is this the same one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, an effort
Oh yeah, I should have known that.
to either scare me or to make them feel more secure for having a stranger in their house. I've done machine setups while surrounded by handguns. Meth labs! We went into a house that was filled with a smell that can only be described as burning
cat pee.
mothballs. Burning mothballs, yeah. Cat pee.
Smells like cat pee.
Does it?
And there they are.
I'm gonna find out.
Fucking all withered up, dirty, and humping each other while doing meth, and I'm over here trying to set up a machine.
Was informed that this is a smell associated with making meth.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
I've seen many a meth labs in my day.
Dead people! Went to a house for an appointment with a patient. I could see her sitting in her chair,
She was deader than a doornail,
but couldn't.
which I couldn't even see the doornail because there was so much shit in it.
But I couldn't. I could see her sitting in her chair, but couldn't get her to answer the door no matter what.
I'm like, hey, lady, get off your fat keister and get over here and open the door.
Dogs inside going nuts, calling her phone, nothing. Checked the handle, it was open. Opened it!
And the dogs have eaten her from the waist down. Just gnawing on those labes.
Opened it a hair, yelled her name as loud as I could.
Names.
Nothing. Called the cops, and yep, died in her chair.
She was dead.
She was a sweet lady, too.
Knuckles deep and dead.
Today, dead. Tomorrow, dead.
What?
Next week,
Dead.
dead.
Week after that,
Can
vacation.
you get another one?
Had a particular patient who wasn't that bright.
They were a big dummy, kind of like the guy who's reading.
They had a commode beside toilet.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
bedside toilet. Bedside toilet.
Like, what's a
Apparently it's
commode?
called a commode. I'm
Oh, yeah.
probably pronouncing that wrong.
My grandpa used to
No,
call
it's
it a
definitely
commode.
commode.
Oh, is it?
That's right.
You know exactly what that is.
I do.
The bucket for the commode broke. While waiting for a new one, they just pulled the bucket out and proceeded to shit and piss all over the floor. Can't think of anything else at the moment, but pretty much
really knew how to
you've named
spackle
it.
that
I've
wall
seen
and
it.
floor. He just
Is that what color the paint was?
he
Must have
just spackled it.
Must have been Puerto Rican, huh?
It was just like out his ass, and it was fucking painted the wall. All Joe had to do was come over with his putty knife and go, and it was good.
Jesus Christ. This one is called the Hanging Teddy.
No,
What?
you're not doing that voice for an entire story.
Why?
I went to an apartment on the outskirts
Brenden?
of town
Yes!
to unclog a sewer line.
Idiots!
Ah!
Enough,
You fat bloated idiot!
enough.
What?
And the voice is so annoying.
Oh, you're just a little bitch.
Go on.
Just a little.
When I got there,
There you go.
large man met me at the door. It showed me in. I can't do that the whole time.
Good.
Oh.
What?
What are you doing over there?
the first weird thing was
Why
that
don't you just restart the story so everyone can hear it
yeah,
in normal?
Okay. I went to an apartment.
God damn it.
What?
Fuck off.
All right. I went to an apartment on the outskirts of town to unclog a sewer line. When I got there, a lot.
Sewer line, aka they clogged the hole in their outhouse.
Yeah. When I got there, a rather large man met me at the door.
He
It
looked
was-
like
it
Patrick
was
mixed
me.
with Majin Buu mixed with a bridge troll. So, aka Brenden.
Oh, dang. I'm pink too. Ugh. The first weird thing was that he had a toilet in his bedroom, but that wasn't that weird. Every square inch of his wall in his room was covered with pictures of porn. And wait, it gets weirder.
He just sat there on the toilet in his room and just jacked it
First things first.
and jacked it and
Why is
shit.
that weird?
In his living room?
Yeah, man. He's a bachelor.
Wait, you said
Whatever.
living room or you said bedroom?
Oh, it was his bedroom.
He's big and have whatever he
Whatever.
wants.
The entire wall is pictures. Every square inch of the walls, just porn everywhere. God bless America.
It's okay.
In his closet, he had candles and more pictures, and there was a giant teddy bear tied to the ceiling. I didn't ask any questions.
He used the teddy bear as a target to aim to. As he's sitting there on his john, he's like, "Oh, if I could just reach there, I could finally be on Brazzers."
Oh my god. I don't know if I can read this one. This one's...
Then skip it.
I don't know.
The
It
end
sounds
of the story?
interesting.
Then read it.
These stories.
It's just the way there's no paragraph
That's all they-
separation. There's no it's like literally all just text. All right.
Cool. So after like every other
Why don't you read
sentence,
this one, Joe? Give yourself a voice, Joe, and we'll both make some comments to it.
Okay.
no.
But without a doubt, the craziest thing was about 15 years ago. I had to install an AC at a house where a
So there I
Schizophrenic.
was,
schizophrenic
getting
lady
ready to
lived.
put this air conditioner into some crazy lady's house.
She sees multiple people.
Schizo.
Schizo.
And then multiple personalities.
Yeah. Well,
Schizophrenic
Is it different?
is just crazy.
Is it technically different? Schizophrenia is
Who
like different
cares?
from
She's
multiple-
bat nuts crazy.
Listen, but her father, the owner of the house,
Was also schizophrenic.
was a great guy. A regular customer.
He tried jerking me off.
That was one time. One time.
Like I said, he was a great guy.
I had been to his daughter's house a few times.
She
And
didn't.
for some reason, she was okay with me. Were you a bad guy? Why would she not be okay with you?
Oh, she's schizophrenic, man. They don't like new people.
She was batshit
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
you're right. She's schizo. Who knows? Her father had told me ahead of time how to act.
He said, "You gotta walk in and go."
You have to talk just like
Hi.
Ryan.
What not to say to her. Flare
Hail
up.
Satan!
Etc. So,
Obviously, don't walk in and say, "Hey, crazy lips, you wanna come over here?"
Hey, toots! I met a dame like no other.
so, I got along fine with her. Well, we had a new guy on that job,
Uh-oh.
and he was just out of the refrigeration school.
Oh shit.
He was wearing his
He's a green
uniform.
thumb.
We call him Freebie. 'Cause he's a little, new.
Okay. He was wearing his uniform that he just got from school, crispy, still
Fresh
with the
pressed.
creases.
So here he is looking like Pippi Longstocking.
Sort of like how I looked when I was in the academy.
Sort of like how you look when you go to work now.
And the reason why he's wearing his school uniform is because his work uniform has not arrived yet. It had some kind of patch on the shoulder,
He said school
like a
uniform.
cross.
I just pictured like anime for some reason.
You would picture
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Fucking. This guy was tall, like 6'2", and had a shaved head. Racist.
Does it say that?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We get to the job. I go in first to see how she is first. And she seems normal.
I go check on my crazy honey lady.
She seemed pretty normal.
And she's like, "Oh, hey there, George. What's going on?"
So I bring in a new guy to introduce him to her.
And
To
there
make
she
sure-
goes, running at him like a spider monkey, going,
So I wanted to make sure she was okay with him. The second she laid eyes on him, she turned in some kind of evil demon. Nazi! 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 She started screaming. I mean, at the top of her lungs, screaming.
She goes, "Sig Heil!"
The new guy is frozen in fear. I am standing between him
he's
and
like
her.
one giant.
Yeah, he's frozen in fear. Like, how does
he
she
lit-
know?
He literally is like a giant frozen crouchsicle.
She starts grabbing things, books, knickknacks, everything she can.
She's
and
heaving everything but her box at him.
and is hurling them at the new guy. All the while screaming stuff about Nazi and Jew killers, and she's not going to die
And
today.
there I said,
Not today!
Not today, Nazi!
and there I said, "Lady, he only killed a Jew once, and it was because it was a freak car accident."
And they took him for everything he owned.
So I told the new guy to run.
I said,
To run, bitch, run!
"Run, Gustav, run!"
So he left. I managed to calm her down. I called her father and be like, "What the fuck, dude?" He had to take her somewhere else for a couple days. Yeah, to a gas chamber. While we did the job. It really surprised me. Because, I mean, me and her would have normal conversations all the other times I was there.
Oh, I have a question. How often does this bitch's AC break down?
I don't know, man. She probably...
Well, maybe she thinks the AC's a Nazi and she just keep throwing stuff at it. You know?
She doesn't want to go get the
it's
gas.
she thinks it's the part of the gas chamber.
I knew it was coming out of there.
Oh, this sounds like a good one.
Was that it? Was
Yeah,
there more?
that's it. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, they end like a fucking... They need like a period.
Maybe she
This
was
one's
on
called A, maybe, in parentheses, hostage.
Oh.
So there was this kind of a hostage situation, but
We don't really know.
I don't like to use the word hostage.
So
like
I
to
put
use-
it in
I
quotations.
use the word hostage loosely.
I like to use the word willing captive.
Like if I'm taking a shit, I'm a hostage of my toilet.
Okay.
Go on with the Borofeld.
I own a PC repair company. We
So
call it...
So here he is. He's just sitting there, typing away on his keyboard, pretending he knows what he's doing.
I own a PC repair company named ICUPC.
Why? Why? Why do you need a name like that?
I really like pee jokes, so I named my company after a pee joke.
Totally made that up.
Like, oh, okay. Because my Wi-Fi's name is it hurts when I pee. So
So you made that joke. Yeah, so you make those jokes. Alright, basically, we collect, fix, drop, but sometimes we have to... What the fuck is this guy writing? Basically, we collect, fix, drop, but sometimes we have to fix wireless issues.
he drops computers on the ground.
Yeah, what? Or unplug, move
So
computers.
I'm like Ron Swanson when I figure out that people can see what I'm doing on the internet. I go chuck it in the dumpster. I'm just like whoosh.
Drop it. Or unplug/move computers, which means spending time in the house. Yo, get your lazy ass up and move your own computer, bro. Anyway, one time I was invited in by a couple, and there was another guy on the sofa watching TV.
And they're like, "Hey, honey, you want to come in and move our computer?"
What's that code for?
Computer means my box hole.
Would you like to take my husband's hard drive? So there was another guy on the couch watching TV.
I'd prefer to lick his floppy disk.
Jesus Christ.
What caught my attention was that
What caught my attention was he was already slotting himself with the CD drive up his butt crack.
He sat in a warm house with a big, thick, hooded anorak on. What's anorak? I guess it's in code.
IROC sweatshirt.
ANORAK. Anorak. Whatever.
Look it up. We need to know.
Anyway, I got on with what I was doing. I solved the problem. I stood up, and the guy on the sofa doesn't move his head from looking at the TV, but mouthed the words, "Help me."
That's when you run the fuck out.
He was totally zoned in, but he totally wanted it. And he said, "Help me get it."
It took me a second to process that. I looked at him again, and he did it again. The couple were stood behind him and hadn't seen it. I looked at him and said...
They were all totally like the chick from Misery.
Oh, shit. I looked at him and said, "Okay, got it." Okay.
I was like, "Gotcha, dude." Okay.
I'm thinking it as if Todd Haggerford was like, "Okay, got it." It doesn't do anything about it.
Pickles, huh? Well, see you later.
That's totally what I did.
You gotta treat yourself. As if I was talking about the issue. I got paid and was out of there fast. Went straight to the police station, gave them the story. They followed it up, but it was never caught in court. So maybe it was a joke or something. End.
Oh, come on. You can't leave us hanging like that.
Dude, man.
These fucking stories suck.
Why were the ones we did over the phone so good?
I don't know.
They were so good.
Ooh, what's going on with this one? This one might be alright.
Sorry, you have an issue?
Yeah.
What?
Stop peeing in a cup!
Could have just gotten up and gotten another one.
I didn't want another one. I wanted a little bit.
Yeah, then just put it back in the fridge. You drink it later.
Listen,
Listen.
you guys need to stop fighting. This one's called Pet Cemetery.
Fuck you!
Look at the ad above it.
I know. I saw that earlier.
So I clean houses for a living, and a couple I clean for regularly have
AKA
3
I say
cats
clean
and 2
houses,
dogs.
I mean I scrape jizz off of mirrors.
Okay, at least wait till I finish the sentence. So the couple I clean for regularly have 3 cats and 2 dogs. No big deal. Except the woman I work for would make me change the litter. I was obviously the only one doing it for
It's like
3
the one
cats.
thing I would not do.
Except what she didn't know is I put all the cat turds under her mattress.
So there was 3 cats, 1 tray, once a week. Anyway, I started noticing photos around the house were all professional photographs of them and their pets. Or just blown up portraits of their dogs and cats.
They paid some creepo to take pictures of them and their cats all naked.
It's just fucking stacked on top of one another naked.
It's like a cat, human, dog sandwich.
Then as I was cleaning a massive bookshelf in the lounge room, I realized almost every shelf has a little urn or RIP plaque. All with the names like Mittens and Roger on them.
They wore out all their other animals by by taking pictures all naked and rubbing them on them.
Like, it was like a pet cemetery right there by the TV. I get it. I love my pets. But this is insane. One of the dogs they had at the time looked 100. He was blind, had really bad arthritis.
Wouldn't you look like you're 102 if they molested you every day in pictures?
One day, I really noticed he was going downhill.
Yeah, he was rolling pretty quick.
I was just finishing up. It was like a 3-hour job. Huge house. What the fuck? And had just mopped. When I see Oscar, who is an old dog, lying in his own shit and piss on the floor.
Oh, he's dead.
I cleaned him up and put him in his bed. He didn't.
Wouldn't you shit and piss yourself too if you had to deal with those fuck faces taking pictures every day?
If that dog could have helped me, he probably would have. He didn't seem in pain or anything, but I wasn't sure what to do. I called the owner and she said, "I know he's getting on, but I'm just waiting for a sign."
I'm just waiting for the replacement to come in and the urn so we can do it all in one day. So it's like a seamless transition of Oscar's gone on the shelf and Fido comes through the door.
I mean, there was no more signs. This dude was way done anyway.
Like, boom, stick a fork in him, Chinese guy eats him, done.
She put him down, and sure enough, he joined the ranks of his other friends on the shelf. Poor Oscar. Sorry for the long story, but trying to paint a picture of this creepy ass pet morgue. I got
It's like
I
it's
got
like
one. Nice.
it was like they had a wall of army medals, but it was all dead dogs.
Dead dogs.
Hashtag dead dog.
Hashtag dead dog.
Dead dog.
Oh, man. This is a new category we're going to try here. This one's called 15 People Describe the Creepiest Things They've Ever Seen in Their Lives. This story is called The Man in the Closet.
Man in the closet.
So, Jake.
AKA, you say R. Kelly. Joe,
In the closet?
what the fuck are you doing?
He just got his old man glasses
He's
on.
like, Joe, you're like this. You're literally like looking over your glasses like you're in the nursing home.
That's how I read.
This is how I read. What the fuck?
The Man in the Closet.
Hold on.
Get
Hold
my
on.
phone back.
Get back in that position.
No.
Yes. Where's my camera? God damn it. Fuck, where's my camera? It's missing. Fuck.
I thought you just double click home because it's a...
No.
Yeah. You double tap home and it opens your camera.
Not mine. I gotta get a picture of Joe doing that. Because it's...
Well, he's not doing it anymore.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
Come
don't
on.
know, he seems
Just
pretty,
do it.
Seems pretty sure of not doing it.
Do it for the podcast.
No.
You fuckface. Alright.
The Man in the Closet! I'm a journalist and was told by...
We were rolling the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were rolling the whole time.
I wasn't reading like an old man.
Yes, he
He
was.
He was 100%
He
was.
was 100%.
Glasses were like on the like the tip of his nose, and he was looking over them with
Literally
the,
looked like he should have been sitting on the porch of a fucking old house, just like reading a book. I got the newspaper today. It's like them damn white people. Go on.
I'm a journalist and was told this doozy by a woman I interviewed for a true crime story. When this woman was a young girl, say 8 years old, she started to come down the stairs at night and tell her...
Oh,
to
she
te-
came down the stairs. It was like Spaloosh.
She's 8 years old, you fucking creep!
Oh my god.
I missed that part.
Jesus
I
Christ,
wasn't
you
listening.
weirdo.
Go on.
She started to come down the stairs at night to tell her father there was a man in her closet.
Sounds a lot.
It was this fucking guy.
Apparently,
His doctor told him to sit in his little girl's closet with his headphones on.
What?
he tells her there's no such thing as the boogeyman and
What?
sends her back to bed.
Abducted in plain sight.
Oh.
Oh, that shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like fucking the beginning of The Exorcist.
Was it? Oh.
She's coming downstairs and then she like pisses all over the floor.
No.
Why are you going to these places about this 8-year-old girl?
That was in Scary
That's what
Movie
happened.
2.
No, that's literally
Oh,
what
was
happened.
did it happen?
Yes,
I can't
in-
remember. It was long ago.
Yeah.
It's not this story, Jake.
This is the beginning of.
I swear to God,
You
if she
people
pees.
suck.
I swear to God, if she pees, this is plagiarism.
Shake that ass.
Oh,
Oh,
come
God.
on.
All right, go on.
Alright, he tells there's no such thing as a boogeyman and sends her back to bed. This happens.
Lady, there is nothing like the boogeyman. I am the boogeyman.
Get your ass to bed.
It's supposed to be an old man, but okay.
Get your ass to
Get
bed.
your ass to bed. There's no such thing. You're fucking having nightmares, you fucking little
Beat
twat.
your ass.
Don't make me get the whip!
I have Jake in the closet up there.
I mean nothing.
Wait, did I say guy?
Did I say guy?
This happens on and off for like a week. Finally, he gets frustrated.
This
and
damn 8-year-old keeps coming down and bothering me while I'm trying to watch TV. And I'm like, listen, Tuts, get your shit head upstairs and go play with the dude in your closet.
She is 8 years old.
Finally,
What is this guy living on in
he
the
gets
closet?
he gets frustrated and walks back up to the room and says, "I'll show you there's nothing there in your closet."
I could see him throwing down his fucking crossword and shit.
And then he opens up the door and there's no Sparaktu getting ready to bite his nuts off.
Don't know.
He goes to open the door. It opens an inch, and then he feels somebody slam it shut. Oh, Jake's getting mad.
I'm like,
He's like, that's my little bitch.
Turns
no.
out
He's like, it's cold. Close the door.
there really was a man in her closet. The guy who would come in her house every night and stare at the girl from inside the closet while she slept.
Jake!
Daddy kicked the shit out of him. The guy went to prison for many years.
And now he was released, and he's doing this podcast.
I
With
researched her story 20 years after this happened. The guy had just gotten out of jail, and no one could find him.
Well, she found him.
She said he's in another closet.
He's coming out the closet.
Yeah. That's just,
I pull out my gun!
There you go. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jake's,
does he like fish sticks?
Jake's a pedo.
Fuck you.
Then she splooshed out the like, dude, she's 8.
She's fucking 8 years old!
Oh, yeah.
I did not hear that part of the story.
I missed that.
It was like literally the first thing I said.
Yeah, but I was literally listening for something I can like start working
But
on.
really, he was like, to me, she was a grown woman.
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
This podcast does not support pedophiles.
Get castrated. Thank you.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I can't say it.
That's a nervous laugh. That's a nervous laugh.
No, it's not the nervous laugh.
Castrated. Yeah, get him, guys.
Don't ever laugh like that again or I'll
Uh,
slit your throat.
I didn't even do that. That was really that came out of nowhere.
Oh. Let's see what we got. You want to do one more?
Hell yeah!
We'll do one more. We'll call it a night.
Let's see.
Find a good one.
Let's see. Well, that one doesn't say anything. Let's see.
That one doesn't say anything.
This one's keep an eye on your neighbors.
Bitch.
Cause you never know.
Keep an eye on your neighbors.
I mean, shit. People live right next to Gacy without it.
I know.
People live right next to every serial
People
killer.
live right next to Jake.
People live right next to fucking
Honestly, if
Brenden and
anyone
Joe.
I knew was gonna be a serial killer, it was Jake.
Right?
What do you mean? Would be.
Like,
Thank God we're friends. All right. A few years back, I rented.
Friends just mean you're the one that gets it last.
Oh shit. A few years back, I rented an apartment from a friend of mine. He had recently bought it and had completely renovated it. He put it up for sale.
He
And
made it look like one of those spiffy New York City apartments. They're called studios.
he put it up for sale and couldn't find a buyer, so I
put
offered to rent it in the meantime.
I say, hey, dude, I'll give you $350.
That's sort of what I want to do with my
It's
dad's
about
house.
$350.
I'll give you about
I'll give you about
$350.
$350. After moving in, I realized there was something wrong with the lady next door. Yeah, she was just a bitch.
She was like, hey, Nazi.
She was about 45, but looked much older. I mean, she was using heroin.
Scabs.
She was
all
over there.
her face.
She was literally over there
So
hawking meth on the front porch, like.
So scabby.
She would sit up all night listening to Christian radio shows and talking loudly to
Not only was she-
Oh
someone.
my God, she's a child of God.
She was fresh out of the Children of God cult, and she was looking for a new victim.
Oh my god. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. It got to the point where I couldn't
This
sleep.
was the lady that Joaquin Phoenix escaped from.
Oh my god. It got to the point where I couldn't sleep, so I went over to her place to ask her to keep it down. She opened the
I
door.
said, hey, lady, can I join or can you turn it down?
Oh, she opened her door and I got a quick peek. A quick peek.
A queef?
Quick
Queef?
peek. A
She-
quick peek.
Opened up the door, bent over, I was like, and I was like, whoa,
Her walls.
smells like tuna.
Fuck. Her walls all had crosses painted on them in different colors and words like Jesus and angels scribbled everywhere. The windows were painted black, like no light in at all. Well, how did she see her if they were painted black?
She was a demon.
It was damp, yellow stained 50-year-old carpets, dog shit and roaches everywhere. No dog though. Probably wasn't dog shit.
She
You
ate
just assumed
the
it was
dog.
dog shit.
That's what they said.
She
Just
ate the dog and then
assumed
she
it was
No
shat.
dog though.
Get it? She ate the dog and then she shat. It was dog shit.
Ah! You mean Chinese food?
Racist.
The only one who's racist here is you. You're the most racist brown person I know.
What? It's just saying the term racist is the racist term.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I asked her to keep it down, or please keep it down. I was being polite,
Said,
even
hey,
though she was a cunt.
said,
she-
hey,
she-
Christian lady, stop preaching your shit.
She just looked at me and shut the door. I knew it. She's just a bitch. Then she turned the radio up even louder. Wow.
Damn.
She cranks it to 11 and rips the knob off.
And at that
And
time,
at that time, she pulls out the karaoke machine and starts singing Hell's Bells.
and at that moment, the shades come down and a blunt goes in her mouth. Savage. She's a fucking savage.
Fucking savage. The only thing that was savage about this lady
Fucking
was her
Bug
taste
Life.
in music.
The next night, I had my girlfriend staying over. I wake up in the middle of the night to see a shadow of a person next to the bed looking at us sleeping.
Holy shit! Oh, that's the reason I sleep with a knife next to my bed. Because fucking I wake up with anyone next to my bed, they're getting stabbed. I don't care who it
Even
is.
little kids?
If I know there's a kid in the room. Yeah, he knows not to touch it.
He knows how to touch it.
Yeah, no, I told him on the way here. Don't touch anything.
Don't touch my shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think I'm hallucinating as I usually do in the dark when I'm sleepy. Wow, I don't... What the fuck does she take me for bed? But then the shadow starts talking. It's my neighbor, and she's holding something in her hand.
Fuck
Yo,
that.
come on, man.
She broke in during the night, and who knows how long she stood there.
Come on, man.
Oh, that bitch would have been stabbed the minute I woke up.
Here's the best part. She should...
I swear to God, if you say she was naked.
No, she said you should lock your door at night and then walked out.
She's trying to help, see? She's trying to be a good neighbor.
I would've
Just
gotten
that's it!
I literally would have gotten up,
You
tackled that bitch.
You should lock your door at night.
Oh my God, I would have gotten up,
No,
tackled her.
Tomorrow.
No other words. Next day,
By the way, are you
like
having
nothing
potluck
happened.
tomorrow?
Oh my God, I would have tackled her to the ground and beat her until she was unconscious. And then I would have called the cops.
The next morning,
This
I
is not
hear...
stand
The
your,
next morning!
Oh no, it keeps going!
This is not a stand your ground state, alright? She'll sue you.
The next
She
mo-
broke into my house!
Your doors were locked!
Yeah, man, she ain't breaking.
It's still breaking and entering if you come into someone's house.
You're not breaking shit, you're just opening the door.
Open. You're just entering.
You broke the seal of my door. Go on.
You should have put salt on the door.
Then I should have. I'm one step from crazy from doing that.
The next morning, I hear someone making strange noises below my bedroom window.
She's like,
It was my neighbor talking to herself in tongue.
oh my god! Like, this lady would have been, if this lady lived next door to me, fuck, I'd be going to prison. I would murder her.
She has a plastic bag in her hand with her rotting dog inside.
Right,
So
Joe?
it was dog shit.
Yeah.
It's hot as hell outside, and I can smell it from the bag. At this point, I'm scared shitless.
I can't even do a weird voice on this one because it's fucking like, oh my god, I would have murdered this lady.
At this point, I'm scared shitless. She's obviously very insane.
You weren't scared shitless when she was standing in your bedroom?
Right?
Listen, she's not well.
She just wants a friend.
She would have been perforated when I was there. Literally just would have been like, shut, like, fucking like...
Then
She would have been like Jim Carrey in The Mask when he drinks a drink and it's just like... like, that fucking lady would have been perforated.
the type of story you hear,
man.
like, you stab her and then it ended up being his girlfriend.
No, no, this is the kind of story that you hear, like, you stabbed her and then she, like, fucking took the knife and licked it and then ran out the door. like she's on, like, serious meth.
Oh,
like,
man,
or bath
dude.
salts, man.
I go upstairs and
That's
knock
pretty
on
scary.
another person's door and ask what the hell's going on. The guy is just as scared as I am. Apparently, she broke into his apartment one evening as well and was watching TV with his kids.
What the fuck? How is this lady not in jail?
Holy fuck. He got up from the couch to get a snack, only to find her behind the couch staring at him, holding a power drill. Now I know what was in her hand.
What?
Oh, the knife.
Oh my god! She was gonna Jeffrey Dahmer him and fucking drill a hole in his head.
Put fucking, what do you put in his victims? Fucking like formaldehyde or something? Or
Yeah, something like that.
meth- I don't know.
Fuck, dude! We gotta do more of these stories. These are fucking good.
I'm gonna sleep with my lights on tonight.
I'm gonna lock all the doors tonight, not just the downstairs door.
Holy shit, man.
You gonna tell this one to Danielle when you get home? Like,
I'm like, what do you got in your hand?
At this stage, I'm
He's like,
basically pooping myself. No, it still goes. At this stage, I'm basically pooping myself.
hey, hold on. The fact that you say it still goes on, this story.
There's a
I know,
paragraph
I
left.
get it, but I'm like, after the drill, or I mean, after like she broke in, cops would have been called.
Right.
After she's standing outside my window with her dog in a bag, phone call would have been made to the cops. After he talked to the neighbor and confirmed the same story, phone call would have been made.
Well,
This is 3 phone calls away.
here's the
Alrighty.
first phone call.
Go.
At this stage, I'm basically pooping myself. I call the cops, and they all know about her. Apparently, she's a violent schizophrenic, and she hasn't taken her meds.
And then I would have been like, hello? Why is she still here?
But they can't force her or enter her apartment without permission because she owns it. The only thing they can do is get her to go when she goes outside. I sit up for the next 2 days waiting for her to run out of cigarettes. When I hear her leave at 2 a.m. to go across the road to 7-Eleven, I call the cops. They have 3 cars in a special van over less than 2 minutes. They restrain her, throw her in the van, drive off to some institution. In less than a minute, it's like she was never there. I never see her again. Still have nightmares of her looking at me while I sleep.
You think? I'm gonna have nightmares thinking of that lady looking at him.
Why do we have horror movies like that these days?
Right? Like she kind of did with,
Yeah,
like,
sort of.
with like Paranormal Activity, but like, fuck, dude.
Nah, man, I think we could make a real good scary movie.
I think we
yeah,
could.
We could. I know some of the.
I would just do all my biggest fears.
I still want to make fucking Grizzly in the Wind first. We're gonna do that, Joe.
I don't know that one.
We still gotta talk about that.
I told you.
I need 50-50.
All right, fine,
Anyway.
50-50. But you're gonna help me write it and shoot it.
Okay.
You're not just gonna collect. Grizzly in the Wind isn't. I'll tell you after the podcast. So
You tell an idea.
All right.
Tell it
What
everybody.
about should I tell him Dr. Shovel?
No.
Dr. Shovel's not that good.
Maybe a sequel
Are these
on
stories
it.
you've like thought of?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
oh,
We
so
came
Jesus.
up. I came up with these. Joe was on the phone when I came up with grizzly in the wind, so he deems he needs 50%.
No,
I
it was
listened to your
it
story.
was
I
something-
want
It
compensation.
was something I said though.
So
I
wow.
was like, oh, it's like a bear coming out of your ass.
I can't even.
Something like
Whatever.
that. man.
Anyway.
it was.
Can't get
You
into
had to
this
be
one.
there.
You sure it's not grizzly in the anus?
No. It's called Grizzly in the Wind. I'll explain it after the show.
Mm.
But, and Dr. Shovel, and then,
They're coming for you.
Brown bear in
Yeah.
the brown eye.
They know about you being in that closet.
we'll have to think of one for like the crazy old lady, because all of these ones are like the two I've come up with so far are kind of like spoof comedy movies, and this one's more like this is a fucking serious. We gotta start writing at least Grizzly in the Wind. Grizzly in the Wind, man. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up tonight. This was fun.
Yeah,
This
while
was-
you're in that closet.
This was fun.
In the closet.
I think we'll return next week with the same thing, but I think we're gonna.
Go more of these horror stories?
Yeah, these were crazy, and
Oh, there's more, because we only did 2 of these ones, right? So we had... Oh, yeah, we did 3 of them.
anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, we did 2 of them.
Yeah.
And there's 15 of them. So.
Fuck.
And obviously, we could start doing, like, creepypastas and shit like that.
We do that too.
That's always fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to bookmark this page right on here.
Okay.
Bookmark. Done.
All right, guys.
Ping.
Catch us next week.
2 weeks.